the wildest dessert in the wilderness.
Princess and the Bear. Today we're at Disney's Fort Wilderness Campground because there are new things for us to investigate. And as your number one choice of food infotainment, we do these things so you don't have to. So remember, she's vegan. I'm not riding a horse today.
It's time for Foodie and Chill. My beloved cauliflower with its beautiful aioli dunkage. I can't come, as it gets stuck in the sauce. I cannot come to Trails End or Crockett's Tavern without trying this beautiful cauliflower. Seriously, you guys, if you're trying to decide what to eat at Magic Kingdom, just take a resort boat after 3 and come here. This is so worth it. Fried green tomato sandwich. This cauliflower, it's really the stuff of dreams. I would give this a 5 out of 5. It is a Princessities item. This cauliflower is just lightly breaded, perfectly fried, perfectly seasoned. The aioli is herbaceous. It's not just like an aioli, like straight. So tasty. So amazing. I have no notes.
It's a wonderful roasted cauliflower bites. It's one of the tastiest things I think you can get here. Very much bar, grab and go, not grab and go, but like bar bite style food. And they have TVs here now, which I didn't think they had last time we were here. They had 1 or 2 TVs. Now they added a couple. So you sports people have a place to escape your family again, if you want. And you need to know the rub that they put on this cauliflower before they roast it. It is excellent.
It's fried.
It's fried. Before they fry it, that rub is excellent, like subtle, smoky, without being like overly salty, like like some like store bought like rubs can be. Like it definitely got a real nice balance of spices that doesn't like take away from the cauliflower. And then once you dip in the aioli, it's an Oregon Trail, if you will, without the dysentery. I would give it 4.5 out of 5 plus. Here we have the most approachable charcuterie board in the West, even though we're on the East Coast. The most approachable wilderness charcuterie board. Normally when we order these charcuterie boards, I am literally risking my tiny bare life because being lactose intolerant, I usually can't have most of the cheese on a charcuterie board. This thing is a spread. We have what I believe she told me was salami. Then you have a pork rolled here. Then you have little cornbread crostinis, garlic pickles. You have a tomato chutney hidden under here. Goat cheese, little pita bites. In the back half here, we have a white cheddar rolled in coffee, and then just sliced turkey. This feels like a cowpoke's charcuterie board. Fancy, but not too fancy. You know what I mean? So we're just going to dive in. I'm going to try these things a little bit at a time here. We're just going to go right into this. What I'm assuming is salami, which already means that I am not going to be having a good time. But the rest of it looks good. So, give a little, lose a little. That was a tasty bite. Nice and flavorful. You have that nice, like, rolled, sort of like sausage flavor, but sliced. That's a tasty little bit. I'm giving that one a 3.75 out of 5 claws. Then we have the rolled pulled pork here. Just go ahead and cut into it. You can see it's just pulled pork rolled in a covering. It feels like something you would get on a wagon trail. True to the history of this place, it's a nice smoky pulled pork chill, as I would expect from a charcuterie board, but it's got a nice smoky flavor, well seasoned, not dry, which I was afraid it was going to be. It just feels like a little cowboy delight. I would give that a 4 out of 5 claws. Next up, we're going to go in on this cornbread crostini. They're Mickey shaped.
So fun.
Oh, so cute. I don't think we've seen Mickey Cornbread Crostini since
Port Orleans.
Port Orleans Riverside and River Roost.
River Roost and Scat Cats.
Yes. And I'm gonna take a bite of the ear because we always eat Mickey's ear first here. Crispy. Crostini ear. Definitely cornbread. I'd give that 4 out of 5 claws. While we got Mickey in hand, we're also gonna go in on this tomato chutney. It's down here. No fancy chutney, not a pear chutney, not a wild berry chutney, just tomato chutney, which is also a fruit on a crostini. That is quite delicious. It's got like a little sweetness to it. I was expecting a whole lot more like of the tomato acidity, but it's more jammy, like a tomato jam. So that comes off nice, goes very well with the cornbread crostini. I would give that 4.5 out of 5 claws. This, I'm glad I don't have to share with the princess because if she could eat these, they would already disappeared. I've never seen a one. Garlic pickles, one of her favorites. Oof, oof, that's a pickle. Oh no, princess, I mean, it's terrible. You would hate it. You would absolutely despise it. She would love it. That is like peak pickle. We get some house-made pickles here that are just like, they should have been like brined a little bit longer. That, punch of garlic, punch of pickle, love it. 5 out of 5 claws. Every Disney pickle should taste like that. You see the look of sadness on her face right now. Dive in next, we have these little pita bites served up next to this goat cheese, which I do not need lactate for. Loving that. No magic pills required. I can just go all in. Like how some of you go all in on butter. I don't know what anybody on a wagon trail knows about either pita or goat cheese, but they learned from somebody that goat cheese is nice and thick, but still easily spreadable. You get that like goat cheese funk without it like hanging in your mouth. You like some more organic, exotic goat cheeses, but it spreads well, it eats well. If you've never had goat cheese, try a little bit of it. It's not something that's gonna like put you off. It's not very gamey or anything else like that. It's just a nice, smooth, spreadable cheese. Alternative to cow's cheese for a lot of us. I would give that 4 out of 5 claws. And what I've been most interested in, let's go and pick up an entire brick, is this coffee rolled white cheddar. If I needed a lactate for anything, or magic pill for anything, it would be this, but like coffee rolled cheese? It's interesting. Little notes of coffee. That is some very interesting flavor profile. It, you don't get like, you get coffee, but it's not like super strong. It's very subtle. Also letting like the white cheddar like hang. It's very sharp white cheddar. So I will need magic pills to eat the rest of that. But that's good. If you had filled half of this board with just that, I would have risked it for the biscuit. Very much. That is a 4.75 out of 5 claws. Last up, we have just normal sliced deli turkey all rolled for you to use. The best part about a charcuterie is it's basically an adult lunchable. Go to town, mix whatever you want, try whatever you want. There is no wrong way. Charcuterie. Not even a little bit. Nice fresh turkey, hangs in the mouth, chews well, standard turkey. With everything else on here, it's probably the most tame thing, and in such good company, it's probably getting a bump just for being here. Give it 3.5 out of 5 claws. I'm giving the entire board a 4. This feels like something that's very like shareable amongst friends on the table, and will disappear before you can even blink.
This is the Impossible Burger available at Trails End. We usually get the fried green tomato, which we love at Crockett's, but I wanted to try this. It has caramelized onions on it. Now, last time we had it, it was absolutely terrible. But this time I added ketchup, mustard, and the aioli that I get from the cauliflower. So I guess I'm cheating, but I think I need to cheat for this. Somehow I managed to make my burger nutty. I'm not mad at it, but I also very much enjoy it. So I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5 burgers. It's very nice. I would eat it thrice.
A nice, juicy, Impossible Burger. We're trying to prove, obviously, the plant-based burger is all about the fixings. So a little bit of aioli, a little bit of mustard. It's all about the toppings. Because at this point, the plant-based burger is being so readily available, you gotta try to make it a little special. I actually really like what the aioli does for the sandwich itself. It takes what would normally be just a plain Jane Impossible Burger, because the mustard and ketchup, or it shouldn't really be standard at this point, and sort of elevates it. It's just a sauce, but that sauce goes a long way to selling to me more than this burger. I would give it 3.5 out of 5 points. One of the things, and one of the benefits to coming to Trails Inn is that you can get a lot of the fixes that you normally get at Hoop-De-Doo Review here at the Grab and Go, which is some of the tastiest foods you will find here on property. The fried chicken being chief among those. I don't often have cravings for fried chicken. I am not the most fried food craving sort of person, but every once in a while, even I can't resist. So we dive into this nice juicy thigh that they gave me. Now, this is only half of the box they gave me. They gave me what basically amounts to 2 thighs, a wing and a leg for $14.99 with 2 sides and some cornbread. That's better than you're going to see at KFC. Is that the truth? A nice juicy white meat. Okay. Chicken's good. Let's get some of the skin in there as well. Crispy deliciousness. I think half of the greatness of fried chicken is an initial crunch when you bite into it, because that is like at least half the experience. Hoop-De is one of the few places like, yes, I want that fried chicken, I want all of it. And I'm glad that you don't necessarily have to go to Hoop-De to get it. I will say if you get the opportunity to go to Hoop-De Review, you should do that. But this is some high-level fried deliciousness. I would give it 4 out of 5 plus. Of course, no chicken dinner would be correct without some cornbread. Nice, delicious cornbread. It's not princess cornbread, but I do love my cornbread, and I'm not sharing. That is excellent cornbread. However, it still does not beat the cornbread you can get from Whispering Canyon over in Wilderness Lodge. It's good. It's not that good. I would give it a solid 4.25 out of 5 points. No chicken meal is complete without my sides. And my number one side piece is coleslaw. I am a coleslaw judge, jury, and executioner. If your coleslaw is bad, you might just make it on the Bears naughty list. Honestly, I was worried, especially with like a mobile order coleslaw, that it's going to be soggy to liquidy. But the slaw still has its crunch. The veggies are so nice and crisp, and it's not too liquidy. It's not like dry, but it's also not coleslaw soup. So they're actually doing a really good job here. This is above average coleslaw. It's not going to win any awards, but it's going to get the job done. And you're not going to feel terrible about it later. 3.5 out of 5 plus. Now, to top off my dinner, I got some mashed potatoes. Now, you do have the option to get mashed potatoes with or without gravy. I got without. They are peeled skin on. You get little pieces of skin left in there. Potatoes. This is very similar to also the potatoes that you would get at Hoop-De-Doo Review. Nice, solid, creamy, heavy on the butter. Touch of garlic. If it was vegan butter, I think the Princess would approve. I would give it 3.5 out of 5 plus. What trip over to Crockett's Tavern / Trails Inn / Pioneer Hall would be complete without coming to get my name signature berry buckle? I'm not saying they named it after me because they definitely did not, but it has my name in it. So if I didn't get it, how much of a bear would I be? Would I be a barely buckle? Would I buckle to the berry? But this is called the berry buckle. It is basically a whiskey mule, but Uncle Dearest, if you hate seeds in your drinks, avoid this. It's always very seedy because they muddle fresh strawberries in it, or blueberries. But
Blackberries.
Blackberries? Blackberries? Those blueberries.
No.
Blackberries. Princess is right, as usual. But it's tasty. It's refreshing. It feels crisp. It's a mule that I will actually drink. To steal a word from the Princess, it is mulicious. I would give it 4 out of 5 plus.
The latest vegan gluten-free dessert available at Trails End at Fort Wilderness is this Mickey mud pie. It is a Mickey, so fine. We confirmed every little piece of this beautiful pie is vegan. Oh my gosh. Chocolatey, creamy, crunchy. Who could ask for anything more? This is the perfect richness. It gets down with the richness. I will give it a 4.5 out of 5 Mickeys. It is so fine.
This beautiful, decadent Mickey mud pie, which is the thing that has summoned us here to try, because when a new plant-based dessert pops up at Walt Disney World, you can best believe at some point in the near future, or even immediately, with immediacy, we're going to go do it. So I'm going to dive right in here. A little Mickey.
So fine.
So fine. So here we go. As I butcher his ear and go for a dive. Smoother than a wagon ride through a western prairie. I have absolutely no idea how smooth that would actually be. That actually sounds quite rough and the opposite of what I just had in my mouth, but that is delicious. I'm glad that we made the trip here to come in. It was a trek, but honestly it was worth it. Again, if you're in Magic Kingdom and you want like a nice little lunch, I think it's time to hop on the boat and come get this. I give this a 4.75 out of 5 plus. Trails Inn continues to be the trail that we follow every single time we come to the campgrounds.
I'm so glad that we took the time to come out here and appreciate the manager, the server, everybody that worked hard to make sure that we have all of the things that we love and appreciate. I would say if you're going to choose between the Impossible and the fried green tomato sandwich, pick the fried green tomato sandwich. Always get the cauliflower and try the new dessert.
What about the roasted vegetable sandwich? Yeah. That tells you all you need to know right there. But I need to know what you guys think of Trails Inn and the Wilderness, Fort Wilderness Campground in and of itself. I know that right now we really only have Trails End and PJ's Takeout and then Crockett's Tavern. But
R.I.P. Mickey's Backyard Barbecue.
Yes, as we stand in the bones of what it used to be. Do you think that they need another restaurant here?
Yes.
Let us know in the comments below.
Definitely table service at least.
Maybe when Lakeside opens. But if there's anything else you'd like to see us do, the comments will always be the place to find us. Hit that notification bell if you want to see other videos like this. And
we have new videos 5 days a week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday.
We will see you soon.
Be sure to subscribe and like this video. And if you don't comment, Bear won't know that you commented, and then he will yeet himself inside of Bay Lake.
I always know if you comment. Always. But you heard the girl.